Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 12, 8, and 6. And today is a collaboration with my friends Shauna at Homegrown Homeschool and Davine at Calm in the Chaos Homeschool. And I will have a link down below of other moms sharing what they are using for Christmas time or what they are doing for Christmas time. Schedule in December always gets busy. Even when I think that it's not going to be that busy, it gets busy. Off the top of my head, I know that there's going to be a couple events with our church. My oldest has a play. She's an Elf Junior locally, and so she has tons of extra practices plus the play mid-month. We've got dentist appointments. My mom decided to go see my brother overseas this year. She's gonna leave before Christmas, and then we are also gonna see Narnia the musical at a local children's theater. So many things, plus all of our Christmas events with family and things. I like to do something a little different. We usually still try to do math and language arts as much as possible, but it's usually bare minimum. And I think like every year I'm like, oh, well, we'll do our normal, but we can't with everything else going on. And so we have used quite a bit of different Christmas unit studies and things. And so what I'm going to do before I share what we are using, I'm going to go through and tell you the ones that we have used and a little about it, and then tell you some that we haven't used that I know have recently released or are some options that we just haven't been able to get into our mix yet. One of the ones is Gentle and Classical Press. They do an Advent one. I think you can get it printed, although I'm not sure if you can still get it printed, or you can get like the PDF, which is what we have done. It's probably geared toward younger, like elementary. They do have like storybooks that you can read at the same time of the lesson. It is Christian, like they do have like a nativity scene that you can kind of print out and arrange if you wanted. So that is one option. Gather Round has, I believe, 2 options. The First Christmas, going through like the nativity and stuff. And then I think their other one is about Around the World. We have used the First Christmas, but we have not used Around the World. Campfire Curriculum has 2 options. They have a Noel one, which is about the Christmas songs, and I cannot remember what their second one is about, but definitely check them out if you want a good unit study there. We used the Noel one last year. We got pretty far in it. If you know me, we don't always complete our unit studies, so we get pretty far as much as we can. But then sometimes like things get busy, or like, I don't know, I get like, oh, this is overwhelming if there's like different activities that we have to do. Another one is Waldock Way. She has a Christmas one Around the World. We used this a few years ago, and this is non-religious. Well, it's about Christmas traditions and things. So there is some religion, but it's not focused on any particular religion. Then another one we used last year was the Grinch movie study, and that is so much fun. That is from Kids Learning for Life. We love their movie studies, but they have like, it probably would take about a week if you did kind of their schedule. We typically do it within a day or 2. But you watch the movie and you go through different activities, for different subjects even. So that is a fun one. And another one that we did last year was the Homeschool Art Box. It was an Advent thing. So you're painting the nativity scene. You're supposed to paint a little bit each day. That stressed me out a little too much last year because I didn't like keeping paint out on a regular basis. So we kind of did it just like once a week or every other week or so, where they would kind of catch up with their painting and we would read through the verses and things. So we technically did the Grinch movie study, Homeschool Art Advent, and Noel Campfire last year. That was probably too much, I will say. Some other options that I have seen around, is 7 in all. They have their website is Where'd You Learn That. I will link everything down below as well. She has an awesome Advent that I've seen and I've been tempted to get, but I'm just like, it's hard for me to purchase more when we have so many already. So there's that. Harbor and Sprout just released one. I believe they are also non-religious, but it's about Christmas around the world. Rabbit Trails Through Homeschool, they have a new released Rabbit Trails Through Holidays and it's Christmas around the world. They use picture books as well and like activities. We love rabbit trails. And if you're interested in the new Rabbit Trails around the world, I will have a promo code down below and a link. I am an affiliate with them, so I get a little bit of money when you order from them. I know theirs is going to be quality. We love rabbit trails. We are using rabbit trails through history currently. So, and we've used language arts and some other studies. So definitely check out them as well. So what we have decided, I was just thinking, you know, I'm always tempted to buy the next thing, especially like knowing Rabbit Trails came out with one. I was like, oh, we could do that. But I went ahead and just decided that we should use one that we used years ago and that we could just use again. We have chosen Gather Round. It has been probably years since we used it, and my girls are all on different levels. That's one thing I love about Gather Round is because you can get it and you can have those levels and use it in the future. So this is the teacher's guide, and I'm sure you can find tons of other videos about this, but I will just kind of do a little bit of a flip through and show you how each book is different. So this is the teacher's guide. There are 12 lessons. There's Mary, Joseph, John the Baptist, a census, a star, shepherds, wise men, the great plan, hidden meanings part 1, hidden meanings part 2, Christmas around the world, and traditions. Those are all the lessons that you have. And then, so in here, like you're going to have several pages of recitation. They have different versions of the Bible that you can choose from. So it's all listed in here. So you don't even have to get out the Bibles each day, but it has you reading through that. Then it has a book list. So there's picture books over here, and there are some read aloud suggestions. You can use them if you want, and you don't have to if you don't want to. And then there are, I'm gonna turn the page, supply lists. So there's several recipes in here. There are crafts in here. So there's different things that you are suggested to have. Then there's Christmas at a glance. You can do like to-do list, what you want to bake, family traditions, different things. These are kind of just for the mom. There is a coloring page if I want to do coloring too. And then I am just going to read through this. This has a little bit of before you begin. You might want to look into that. It has that you should sing Away in a Manger here. So I will show you where that is also in this book. So they have like what part you need to look up if you want to do that part for the Bible. And then like Let's Connect. And then there's some optional activities. And this is where it tells you to go do the assignment. So then that's one lesson. So in the back, they do have an appendix. That is where you're going to find the recipes here. And let's see, the songs here. There's also like templates for like the crafts and things as well. They do, for the most part, the activities are not in here. There's some templates and recipes and things, but no real activities because that is going to be in the kids' books. So the first one is for my middle schooler. She is in 7th grade, and so I put her in this one. I know she was in one of the elementary ones previously. So this is going to definitely have more writing and some like drawing and coloring and things, but not near as much as like his. Here's a map page where she has to label quite a bit on this map. And here is like they're going to be doing a census, and so I think she's going to be graphing that here. There are all sorts of things. Here's some other examples of pages. And let's see if I can come up and find any others. there's some just more writing and things there. So that is her. She doesn't have like the coloring sheets that the younger girls are going to have. So early elementary is what I put my 3rd grader in. I could have probably put her in upper elementary, but like she's kind of like right in the middle, you know, and so I figured she would probably appreciate this one a little bit more than the older one. I'm sure that there's more writing and things. So then you're gonna have like just, you can color or draw there, I'm sure, writing. They have the songs in here. She's gonna be making, they're gonna make a nativity, and so she has some of the pieces in here to make. So cutting and pasting, and here's some of the pages coloring, and they have the map but on this one, but this is more of like, it's already half labeled for her, so she's kind of probably gonna color or something in there. And then this has a little bit of writing in here. This is to make your own census, so this is definitely different than the graphing that my oldest will be doing. And let's see, they're going to be making some different crafts, so here's some of the suggestions and things. So I'm excited. They have like in here like random acts of kindness, so that'll be fun for my girls. I know they always love doing that type of thing. And then I have early reader for my youngest. So she is going to go through this one, and definitely more coloring sheets. This is her family tree that she will be making for Jesus. And the oldest one is definitely a lot more involved. Like they start at like David. So definitely more involved than this one. She has a lot more coloring pages in here. Drawing more. She is learning to write, but doesn't have a lot that she can write on her own. So there's some more examples of pages. Definitely a lot more like writing or like drawing than her oldest sister. So that is pretty much like just a kind of a short flip through. Like I said, there are probably way more flip throughs and information about that unit that you can find. I know it's been pretty popular the last few years, so definitely you can search those on YouTube and you will find quite a few. So if you have any other questions, let me know. But don't forget to check out Davine at Calm in the Chaos Homeschool and Shauna at Homegrown Homeschool, as well as the playlist of what other moms have in store this Christmas season. I hope you have a great day. Bye.